Hi everyone, it's Fitz with your daily delivery. I hope you're doing well. I am fantastic. And my Saturday got off to a really interesting start, and let's talk about it because it could lead to something that honestly I didn't even intend on having, but I'll take it. First reminder, please subscribe to this YouTube channel, hit the thumbs up, and leave those comments. I'm sure there will be plenty of comments once again. My Saturday started with Kansas Athletic Director Travis Goff quote tweeting my daily delivery from a few days ago about their stadium project that it's supposed to be the Gateway project, but now it's just about the stadium for the most part. And he invited me to come take a tour, to come talk to him, to come learn more about it. Now I know quite a bit about it, so I'll certainly do this. I'm more than happy to come over and ask you questions on camera. But 4 minutes after his tweet, I simply replied, really all I want to know is, were the state-directed funds, taxpayer funds, used on the stadium and not the actual Gateway portion of the project? You see, this is the nuance they're trying to use. They say the stadium is part of the Gateway project, which doesn't make sense. The stadium's there. They're just fixing up what needed to be fixed up. And we all agree on that. And as I've said before, I think the Gateway project is really cool. I admire that. And from reading how this grant was given, it sounds like it was intended to go to the actual Gateway and the things around it that would usher in visitors to the University of Kansas. That's really my only concern here. Are taxpayer funds being used on the football stadium? That's just a simple question I want to know. And it doesn't matter if they're federal or state dollars. They're still directed by the State Department of Commerce to Kansas for their Gateway project. Now, if you look at their plan, which I have, phase one has always been the stadium and elements of the conference center, the part that's, by the end zone, the enclosed end zone. Okay, so when's phase two? Normally, when you do a major project, you have dates on the phases. Travis Goff has now admitted they don't have a date and they don't have the money. And that statement tells me, yes, the $50 million went directly to the football stadium. And keep in mind also, to secure the $50 million, they had to backstop that grant with $150 million because it was a challenge grant. And they were challenged to raise 3 times the amount of the grant, but they used money from the KU Foundation to backstop that. So money that people had given to academic concerns was used to prop up this grant given for the Gateway project. Was that money actually used, or did they fundraise over the top of that and return that $150 million to the KU Foundation? Honestly, I don't care. I do find it curious, and I think KU donors might want to know the answer to that question. Did I give money for academic purposes that went to athletic purposes? Pretty simple right there. So we'll see what happens. Just want to know, were taxpayer monies used for this project, for the stadium, not the Gateway? Don't try to say that the stadium is the Gateway, because it never was. There is literally a Gateway that I don't think is being built. And I have to guess, probably will never be built. But I'll take him at his word that this will get done, that they'll raise the money, that they'll build this, and it'll all be peachy keen. But I guess I get to ask Travis Goff this very question in person to see what he says. And I'll have some others about other things going on. And I really appreciate the opportunity. I'll be calling on Monday.